Hey guys, it's me again. Now, you're probably wondering what I'm going to do for this week's video of the world according to the odd one. Okay, here's the thing. For quite a while I've been working in call centers, contact centers, customer service, etc, etc. Now I'm going to educate you people on the differences between them. Because I often tell people, oh, I work in call centers, like, oh, you're a telemarketer. No, I'm not. Alright, here's the thing. There's inbound and outbound. Inbound is where you as the customer call us up to make an inquiry. Outbound is where we call you. Know the difference? Yeah. Okay, with inbound it's usually customer service or sales. Outbound it's usually sales, survey, occasional customer service. Okay. Now, here are some tips, especially with inbound, that will make people who work at call centers' lives a bit more easy. When you call, select the right area you want to go to, especially if it's the one that goes, for sales, press 1, for service, press 2, to report a fault, press 3, etc, etc, press the right bloody one, because it will save you time and it will save us time. It will save you complaining to us when, quite frankly, we really don't care that you pressed the wrong button. Okay, that's the first thing. Second thing with inbound, it's inbound. Don't call us when you're busy. That's your own fault that you're busy. Don't tell people who work in a call center to hurry up when they actually have a lot of things to go through, and part of their job is actually compliance. They need to be compliant, which means they actually need to tell you everything that is on the script, so you don't come back to them and bite them in the. So you don't come back to them, complain that it wasn't explained to you properly when you kept interrupting them. That's the other thing. Don't tell us to hurry up. We're going as fast as we can. Every time you say, oh, how long is this going to take? That is actually wasting another minute for us to say to you, we're nearly done. We just have a few more things to go. We just have a few more things to go through. If you just do the 2-in-1 principle, which is you have 2 of these, 1 of these. 2 is greater than 1. Shut this, listen, and answer if we ask you a damn question. Don't keep going, how long is it going to take? I haven't got anything here, I'm on my lunch break. That's the other thing. Between the hours of 12 to 2 would be the busiest periods, because everybody is calling at those times. Be prepared to be put in a queue. And if we tell you something, especially with sales, okay, sometimes with sales you'll get people who are like, oh, my friend was offered this discount from this company, can you match it? No, we can't. Just accept that what we gave you is all we have. If we could give you anything better, guess what? We probably would. 9 times out of 10, the starting price, the starting discount which we give you at the start of the call, is the only discount we can give you. There's nothing further they can do. Especially when it comes to a third-party company, which is a company that works on behalf of a bigger corporation company. Big corporation go to these small companies and they're like, okay, the best offer we have is this many percentage off their electricity bill. Yes, I'm using electricity because I've worked in that area. Customer calls through, we go through it, and then they're like, oh, well, my friend's getting this % off from this company, can you match it? No. Well, why can't you match it? Because we can't. Our hands are tied. This is what has been determined for us to give. Simple. Okay. The other thing. We really don't care about your life story half the time. We have work to do. We don't really need somebody to go on and on and on and on and on about things we don't really care about. We actually have quotas. Not all the time, but some of the time we actually have targets and quotas of how many calls we take, blah, 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 blah. And in some call centers, there's actually what's known as the wallboard, which is a screen with information. Number of calls have come through, number of calls have disconnected, number of calls waiting, blah, blah, blah. Now, we actually need to take those calls to build up the customer rapport, customer service, etc., etc. If we have if some customer comes on the phone and is going like, especially in customer service, and they're complaining about their bill, and we're telling them, well, we're going through all the checklist with them, and it's not getting anywhere, and we're like, okay, we've done all these checklists for your bills, and the only thing we can look at is you need to cut down your energy consumption because all the checklists are actually in place, and it's an accurate bill, etc. Accurate bill, you're not on a pension, etc., etc. Guess what? Cut down your bloody usage. Now, I'm not going to give names because I don't really remember the names half the time, but I'll give you examples. Another thing is when it comes to customer service, another thing that they do, in sales, they do probably read connections, or VNNizations. Hate that word. I just got my connection. Here's the thing. If you know you're going to be moving into a property, ring up your electricity company to get the old property disconnected 2 days after you move out, so you still have that period if you need to do cleaning at your place, and get it connected 2 days before you move in. The reason I'm saying that is, okay, you might think that it's annoying getting electricity connected. Try being on the other end where we get abused because a customer has to pay additional fees to get their electricity connected on the same day. That's your fault. You call 2 days beforehand. Okay, call at least a week to 2 weeks beforehand. Give us 2 days before, and then get the connection for your new property done 2 days before you move in, and for your property 2 days after you move out. Unless it's your first place, just do it 2 days before you move in. That way when you walk in, boom, light switch on, you have power. Alright, now just some simple tips. Doesn't matter where you are in the world. Treat people on the other end with respect. They're doing their job. Nothing worse than when a customer service consultant gets abused because they're telling the customer how things are. How is that logical? If you want your electricity, fine, ring up, speak to them nicely, get it connected. Don't ring up and start yelling at them because of your mistake. Yeah, it happens. Okay, we're all humans, we make mistakes. But don't go around yelling at them because you got it wrong. Simple. So yeah, that's what I thought I'll share with you today. You know, some tips of call centers. Oh, and another thing, especially for you for people being in Australia, there are still call centers in Australia. It's not all in Mumbai or Bangladesh or Manila or whatever the other places are. Yeah, there's still some in Australia. Yeah. Till next time, I'm the oddone for life, and remember, if you flip your nipples, they'll get hard in 5 seconds. But if you flip someone else's, you'll get punched.